I'm Jess Kellard and I was project manager for the Runnymede Explored project for 4 years. Runnymede and Ankerwycke are two National Trust properties linked by the River Thames. Runnymede was the home of the sealing of the Magna Carta, and Ankerwycke is an incredible small site, and they are located just outside of Windsor on the way to Heathrow. The Runnymede Explored project was a 5-year project aiming to increase access, to better improve community engagement, to increase our volunteering opportunities and provide a better visitor experience, which was funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund. We commissioned willow twisters to come and really think about the history of haymaking at Runnymede, and so that's why we've now got the 3 monumental sculptures on site, really embodying for us what Runnymede means to people, which is about liberty and justice and freedom ultimately. We, as a project team, created an audio tour that you can access via QR codes on the interpretation boards. And what Runnymede and Sound tries to do is to make the information on the interpretation boards more accessible, but also offer a more enhanced story that you can experience as you walk through the site. Runnymede Stories was a sub-project of Runnymede Explored, where we wanted to do a specific outreach activity over the course of 2 weeks, where we would talk to people about nature at Runnymede and what freedom meant for them, and try and relay that back into our interpretation and hopefully encourage some of those community groups and individuals to visit us at Runnymede. The interpretation boards were put together with community consultation. We carefully designed them with our volunteers' support and also with different community groups such as Runnymede Access Liaison Group. They really helped us to think about the accessibility of them and what would be the best kind of benefit that we could get from introducing boards like these to the landscape. Over the course of the years of the project, we did multiple digs across Runnymede and Ankerwycke, most of which the community could get involved with, and the findings have just been fantastic and can be viewed on our website. We have a huge amount of biodiversity on site with butterflies, dragonflies, bats, you name it, and this is where we call on the help of our habitat monitoring volunteers.
I'm Keith Walter, I'm one of the habitat monitors here. Over the last 2 years we've been looking around, looking for butterflies, monitoring numbers and species, dragonflies, and we recently started with birds as well, just doing bird surveys to see what's here. There's quite a selection of habitats here at Runnymede. We've got the woodland where we're standing now on Cooper's Hill. On the other side of the river we've got Ankerwycke, which has got trees, hedgerows, you name it. It's a beautiful area. And then we obviously got the meadows, which attract all kinds of butterflies and bees, especially when the flowers are at their best in sort of end of May and June. There's lots of habitats here, and as a result there's a lot of diversity. I think working as a habitat monitor, I think Runnymede is becoming more aware of what's here, what's good, maybe what's not so good, what can be improved, and I think by just keeping an eye on things year after year after year, season after season, we can see if things are getting better or worse. Certainly the emphasis now is to try and build on what's been done and look at the wildlife more and the plants and the species that we got here to try and move things forward in a positive way.
The accessible pathways that run across the Runnymede meadows lead up to an incredible immersive sculpture by Mark Wallinger called Written Water, and as you reach the middle of it there's an opportunity to reflect on clause 39, and it's the most serene, quiet spot at Runnymede, and it's just a beautiful place to be. We've also included and built a canopied area for educational visits so that school groups and other community groups can use this for learning more about the Magna Carta and Runnymede's link with it. I think people hopefully will feel that the project has done some small justice to how important this place is. I think that it's been made a lot more accessible for people, so hopefully it's easier to move around the site and to learn more about why it's so important historically. But I think they'll just get a really friendly welcome by the many staff and volunteers that really love and care for that place.